I've got a little bit of time before I gotta go do some stuff that I gotta do today. So I figured I would do this, I guess, until then. Should be a short one. 2 hours ish. Be what I'm aiming for right now. And like a doofus, I don't actually have everything up I need to have up to do this. Also, is this actually loading or did this? Okay. The little thing stopped moving until I pressed the A button. It's fun. Yeah, we'll use fun as the word. So when we left off, I'm trying to build like the giant tree now. So let's get that up, get this up, go over here, in here, do that, do this. All right. Yeah, that should be good, right? Oh, what's my builder bonus? What does that mean? That's not true. I have that, like, tall, standing, whatever. Oh, I'm tired. I have off today because I was chaperoning for my son's field trip earlier today, and he's got a couple hours of like normal school this afternoon, and then I have to get him to an appointment. So that's what I'm kind of waiting on now, is that time to get to the appointment. And I was like, I could just play a little more Dragon Quest Builders in the meantime to like pass the time. But I'm like, well, if I'm gonna play it and I got nothing else going on right now, there's no reason for me not to stream it right now. I might as well just stream it. If nothing else, then I have like a record of it for myself later. But so yeah, we won't go long. Right now, we're just gonna. Does that work against the? It doesn't work with the fence there. Can I put? So I gotta like destroy the fence. Let's see. Do it like that maybe, and then. Okay. Alright, now, can I, like... Proper job, that. Gotta love the hammer. Alright, is there any more of those pods around the town? Yeah, talk to the... Oh, just look at the Gert bloob. Alright, we good? Forgive me, Sir God, but I can't help but think that this blueprint isn't quite finished. I think I understand. It isn't the whole Dia tree, it's just the bottom bit. You split the tree into 3 sections, right? What an excellent idea. 3 small projects, so we much easier to handle than one big one. A lot of pastor never taught me. Said there's a way to bestow the Dia tree with even more power. What? You want to go out here? Or are you playing? I don't know what you're doing right now. I think you're just playing, okay. Which is fine. Good kitty cat. You know what? I should probably... Let me open up this window. Let me let in some actual light. So I'm going to stream at night. So the light source I have is my desk lamp. This way, I should get a little more. That seems a little better. It's not like great, but that's what I'm going to have to deal with for now. Without like blackout curtains or anything over there. I guess I could throw like a blanket or something up, but that's not gonna be too great away. Hi. To go over my notes from his tutelage, if I find anything, tells me right away. Cool. Also, I think I have to clear out this space anyway to get ready for the tree, so. Wow, what do you want, guy? No matter what, we'll see this thing through together. Okay. Oh. Yeah, are we good? Oh, I wasn't talking. You, what do you want for your quest? In fact, we're also fired about making the tree. They want to help you build it yourselves. Let the urge to create welled up in each time you ring the great bell. So any of this fated to help build. Problem is we're not really sure what to do. We've never actually built anything before, not properly anyway. This show us how it's done. Gather a few blocks of bark and begin building the blueprint, and we shall follow your lead. A few blocks to build this old tree. Teaching these two how to build, we'll go collect the materials we need. Come on, everyone, let's be collected. Well, that would have been nice to know that the frickin' villagers will help me. Jeez. Alright. 40 blocks of bark. I think I have 40 blocks of bark. Because I think I have actually... I think I have a couple hundred blocks of bark, potentially. Because I was... Yeah, I have lots of bark. I have lots of bark. Looks tasty. That's great. Wow, Melu. Hi. Bought that sausage company. No. I'm not getting good meat today. I just thought it was funny because I opened Facebook and that was the first thing that said Valentine's Day to me was there's a little bar in the Bayview neighborhood of Milwaukee. It's called Vanguard, which plug for Vanguard definitely. They make like their own in-house sausages at that bar, and they had like a "Hey, we're open at 11. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody" kind of thing going on, and I was like, well, at least somebody said Happy Valentine's Day to me today, so. Alright, so we need some bark. So how do I... Okay, so those are the steps, okay. So I need... How the... This blueprint stuff is always super confusing. Can I, like, look at each layer? I thought there was a way to do that. Yeah, here we go. So like layer one, so you can do it like a Legos, right? So okay, so on layer one, it's got to be all bark except for those two need to be stairs. All right, so we'll start with that. Hello, cat. How are you? Hey, I'm happy to see you too. Thanks, Malin. I'm really not worried about it. It's fine. I have a harder time towards the end of the year with the holidays and everything, because that's when a lot of the fun stuff is going on. No, you're not going up there. No, 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 no. Wah! What? Puff the Magic Pestilence raiding me with 5 people. Hello, Puff the Magic Pestilence. How you doing? Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. Whoa. Whoa. How's it going? I was just talking about one of the local sausage companies put out a little thing today being like, Happy Valentine's Day. So, oh, hi, Pingu. Yeah. In does come the puff. Oops, that was wrong. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Watching you place those pieces of bark in the perfect position was an educational experience indeed. Why it was positively... wow, I don't actually know that word. Epantic? Epanantic? I've seen you building things before, but this is the first time I've thought I might be able to handle it myself. Sargato's highly detailed blueprint to work from. I'm sure we'll be able to make excellent first so far. Sup, Perry? That's all they're shouting him aid for. We gathered all the materials we need to rebuild the Deity Tree. Really? They put our blood, sweat, and tears into this. We put it all in this ear chest. I gathered all the extra blocks of bark and leaves we'll need to finish the blueprint. And I tried my hand at building. I made some wooden steps. All in all, we prepared every single thing we'll need to build the Deity Tree. And it's all in the chest. Huff puff. I'm glad we finally, Huff Puff, tried at gathering materials. Now I know how Sargato's been this whole time. Gasp. Okay. And they're dead. I don't understand what happened here. Because I went and collected like a ton of resources already thinking that I needed to do it all myself. But apparently I don't have to. I guess the lesson there is that you should always rely on the people around you. Well done, my boy. After watching your masterful construction work, we all feel ready to help build the new tree. All we need is a blueprint and materials, and we'll be able to lend a hand in any new structure that needs building. Of course, we cannot work without the necessary materials, so if you require assistance, be sure to lay some supplies in stock. Fortunately, it seems Perry and the others have gathered everything we need for the time being. Shall we do the bulk of the building work, but it falls on you to place the critical heartwood, my boy. Once you've done that, our first blueprint will be complete. Yeah, I can speak for everyone when I say we're all very excited about building the new Deity Tree. But if we get the beastly, nasty children of Hargon back from being so horrid, that would be all the better. We're counting on you, Sargato! And you too, Malroth. I wish you could name Malroth. I would have named him Gary. That is really exciting, Pengu. Yeah, that day 0 is super important. Bwahaha, it seems all the preparations are in order. Everyone, I have an announcement to make. While you were away gathering materials, I was carefully studying Sargato while he worked. I have gained deep insight in the secrets of blueprint building, and I shall share my wisdom. Follow my example, and we'll soon see this Deity Tree standing tall. For Fearofield. Power of the people. As long as you have a chest containing necessary items, residents will construct blueprints for you. Cool. I'm going to ring the bell. Over here. Build my tree. I wonder what Pastor Al was going on about when he said to give the Deity Tree more power. I do remember him mentioning the ancient builder first built the Deity Tree. It was decorated with beautiful flowers in 3 different colors. Yeah, naturally. Gary is Malroth's cousin. We all planted those crops before. It gave the old tree power. Maybe planting flowers could do the same thing for the new one. Ooh, are 3 different colors of flowers, you say? I wonder if that's related to the chromatic haze. Aside from the islands found the old Deity Tree on, there's 3 other little islands off the coast, so there are the chromatic haze, they used to call them. Perhaps they're named after the colors of the flowers. If nothing else is worth investigating. One of the islands just to the east of my old burrow, where we first met. You should be able to fly over from the cliff overlooking the sea there. They'll probably want to warp to Fat Rat Rise first. It might be even worth your while asking some of the fat rats there for help. Please, you have to try. Okay. But can we finish building the tree first? Like... Wait, what did I just do? What else do I have that has to go in here? Those I have to apparently do. Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys to it while I go explore, I guess. Whilst I go looking for some flowers, apparently. So it didn't put them on my map, though, where these locations are. So that's frustrating. But he said Fat Rat Rise, he said to the... Oh, never mind, there's one. So is that the only one I have, though? The only lead? Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go talk to the Fat Rats then, I guess. Thinking of making my character a tiefling bard who'll play ukulele. That's amazing. My first character was a bard. Excuse me. Through the woods over the sandy hill, and you hit some chalk cliffs, climb up right to the top. You should be able to spot it off the offing. Fly the rest of the way. I hope you have a windbreaker, or otherwise you're in for a long swim. Give my regards to the elder. Okay. Yeah. So my first character on my main campaign that I ever played in my high school years, was a bard, and it was in an epic level campaign, which is when your characters exceed level 20. And for those of you maybe in chat that don't kind of know how it works, there's kind of like a 4-tier progression path, roughly, with D&D. So a character of level 1 to 5 has renown in a very local space, like a village or a township or that sort of level of knowledge. And then a character from level 5 to 10 should be handling issues that are more regional in nature. And then from 10 to 15, typically you're dealing with something that's an entire kingdom. And then from 15 to 20, you're dealing with things that are affecting entire nation states or continent kind of stuff, up to the multiverse and things. But the idea is that as you play and progress, the threats you're dealing with should escalate to those kind of tiers of stuff. And so 20 plus is basically you're dealing with multiverse type stuff, and you're dealing with threats that are capable of rendering reality itself. And that's what my character joined in as. They were already epic level characters, so my bard was quite the red mage from Final Fantasy trope kind of character. He was skilled in a lot of different things, but a master of none of them, and that's how I played him. So I could steal, and I could use spells and stuff like wizards, and I don't know, it was just a good time. And bards have always had a special place in my heart for that kind of being able to kind of dabble in everything, but be not the best and necessarily the party at any one of them. So it's an amazing Pingo. I love it. May the white flowers of the covenant bring peace to the land, a peace that lies on the far horizon. All right, let's fly. So yeah, bards are great. One of my favorite classes for sure. And then a lot of really good those D&D shows and stuff like that that people do. There's been a lot of really good bard people. Squeak, squeak. Well, if it isn't the human, how'd you get all the way over here? I flew. Hold on, human here? Elder! Squeak! Elder! Squeak! It's a human! A human has arrived. Head on in, human. The elder will want to speak with you. Okay. I'll go talk to the elder. Why is there gross water here? No, the other way around. I want to suck it up. I want to get that dumb monkey... yeah, okay. We're working on that. Jeez. Squeak! Well met, human. Sniff, sniff. You're a builder, aren't you? I certainly smell like one. This can mean only one thing. It is time for me to uphold our part of the covenant. A builder came here long ago. Squeak, he built a deity tree and imbued it with great power by means of the 3 types of flowers. When the children of Hargon corrupted the tree, the elders of the Fat Rats, humans, and Bodkin archers gathered to discuss what could be done. We all agreed that the seeds of those flowers must be kept safe until such a time that the builder returned to the island to rebuild the deity tree. Excuse me. And so we entered into a covenant. The humans, Fat Rats, and Bodkin archers... Wait, I already read that. Okay. One of the 3 sets of sacred seeds lies in the chest behind me. Take them, builder. They're yours now. There's a chest behind... Oh, I'm taking this. Great. Yatta! Give me the grates. Okay. Squeak, the children of Hargon came and destroyed... Yeah, okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. Wow, one more. Alright. Can we fly back? Let's try it. The last campaign I had, I had a little bit of tension with one of my players. Because he wanted his character to be this very charismatic, very diplomatic type character who could talk his way out of a lot of different situations and stuff. And we were playing... There could be some slight spoilers in this story for the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, which is like many years old now, but just want to call that out before I go any further. In case anybody wants to mute for like 2 minutes. And he went up to like, and I won't even use detailed names or anything, but just as a heads up. So he goes up to this ruler who, in the storyline of D&D at that time, was controlling 2 kingdoms. Like, he is a well-renowned lord in Waterdeep. He is a well-renowned lord in Neverwinter. And he tried to bluff him. Yeah, like, I was thinking about seeing if I could go to a showing tonight, Malu. And I probably could. But also, I kind of just don't want to support it. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence if I think it's a good idea or not to go see it. Maybe I should, like, text my brother and see, like, if he wants to go see it or something. That way I don't have to be alone. I'm starving! This game knows me so well. But anyway, he tried to bluff a guy who's literally controlling 2 kingdoms. And it didn't go well. Like, we did the die roll and everything, but he would have basically had to have rolled a 20 to, like, even have a chance. And even then, I don't think it would have actually had, like, the full desired effect that he was going for at the time. Because the dude literally has been in, like, dealing with liars and cheats and people his entire life. So to come up to him and be like, whatever. I was thinking about making it a chaotic good game. Who would find someone he needs... Oh, chaotic good gnome, sorry. You find someone in need, he would invent or fix whatever was wrong, because it was gnome vegetable. He just assumed he could figure out things works. He doesn't explain it properly, and always... Oh, God. Oh, I love that. That's really cool, Pingu. Yeah, I know they attempted to make it better, but, like, I still don't even know how I feel about, like... I don't know. Sonic is a hard thing. Hello, worm. Yeah, I found some seeds. Hi, Rosie. You bring back some flower seeds from the came out of K. What else did you find there? The elder, the fat rats, is watching over them. Flowers really must be the secret to filling the Dia Tree with power. Covenant has become a shock, though. Never imagined the humans, fat rats, and the Bodkin archers would have all joined forces together like that. It's a good thing that they did, because now we can rebuild the Dia Tree as big and strong as it ever was before. As soon as this blueprint's built, you should plant those milk blossom seeds and give our new Dia Tree a bit of a boost. We get this thing finished, hadn't we? Wait, did some of my fence break? Some of my fence did break. Is that fence? No. Fence, where are you? Okay, and then I need to, like, uncorrupt this soil. So, do I have fertilizer on me? Or did I use all the fertilizer I had? I might have used it all. So I need night soil. Hold that thought, please. I gotta go raid the toilet. By the way, I have a lot of cool characters like that that I've over the years, with little quirks that make them interesting. Yeah, it's great. As long as you can keep it consistent, right? And then understand that mechanically sometimes, even if you or your character would do something a specific way, that the nature of a role-playing game is going to make it so that the die rolls aren't going to cooperate with them all the time. That was the problem with my friend, was that they were very mad at me that they didn't persuade this king to do what he wanted them to do. And then I told him that he failed, and he was very upset. But also, he tried to cast a spell on somebody pretty early on in the campaign, too, to, like, charm them. And the thing is, like, we were playing in the Forgotten Realms setting, so characters are aware of what magic is, and there's vocal components to casting charm spells. So, like, everyone around the person you're charming is aware that you're doing something. They might not be aware of the specifics of the spell you're using. It didn't fix the ones that are already corrupted. How do you fix the corrupted soil again, then? I forget. Whatever. I'll just worry about this tree right now. Okay. So, is everything on the tree done? We're up as high as it needs to go right now. Okay. So, where do I get to put the heartwood, I guess? Where does the heartwood go? Does it go right here in the center? That makes sense, right? Let's take a look at the blueprint. Yeah, okay. Oh, hello. I don't know if you guys heard that siren go by, but... yeah, this book. Alright, so place that there. It's kind of neat that they let you put it there, so... yeah, and so, like, you just gotta be chill with that. That sometimes it's not gonna work out the way we want to. And hopefully your DM will, like, fudge it a little bit if it's, like, you've been having a really bad night and your character's supposed to be really proficient in something, right? Because it is a game, and it's all supposed to be fun and whatever, right? So, we've placed the Heartwood, our first blueprint's good and finished, yep. Alright. Alright. I don't really know how that would make sense, but whatever. Hello. %32%. Okay, can we stop now? Alright, so what's next? Okay, yeah. Wee woo. Wee woo. Oh my goodness, flowers are so small, sob. So beautiful. Are you really crying over a couple poxy flowers? There must be something seriously wrong with you. First time I've ever seen anything like them. I'm just so happy. Oh man. What was that? A light looked like it came from the flowers. I reckon that was charging up the Deitree at the power I'm supposed to give it. I hardly believe that we built this ourselves. It wasn't so long ago that we were fervent followers of the children of Hargon. Now we're brilliant builders. Much admired our mayor, the community, the construction. Blah ha 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 ha. Anyone else feel that? There's a wave of energy rising towards us. Oh boy. Oh, did you guys see that? The wave of light just totally lit. What do you do, Bonzo? I didn't do anything deliberately, but perhaps I have powers beyond my own reckoning. Oh, God, he's so annoying. You lot are really a bunch of idiots. That was the flowers charging up the tree. Blimenek, and now it's got some sort of aura around it? Ha ha ha. That's wild. We should totally keep building this thing and see how cray it can get. Okay, Brittany. Your dialogue's not going to be dated in like 3 years. Alright, Sergado, what's the first stage completed? We're not done yet. It's time for you to draw another blueprint. We're starting to get the hang of this blueprint building business, so you make it as big as you'd like. Alright. like his laugh, like I'm a psychopath. Wow. Okay. Okay. Goodness gracious me, what a wonderful blueprint you've drawn for us. Woof woof. Let's get building, everyone. This blueprint will be easy peasy for a wicked strong squad like us. There's still plenty of materials left in the chest, so we haven't anything to worry about from that front. We can get straight to our work. You can leave the building to our capable hands. I'm sure there's lots of other things that you're doing only you can do. Yeah, I gotta go find more seeds. I saw a 4chan thread once, a character who... I'll swear... lying and trying to trick you. He's a dwarf warrior. That's really good. If you get it, all we chefs are got this blueprint finished well before we know it. Come on, everyone, let's get started. Wait, I need to talk to you. Duplicators work of blimey art. You draw something like that. You ain't worry about the business constructing it, my boy. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, let's go for the flowers. Come on. The helpful orc. East of that bog, you'll see a little spit of land in front of air. You can fly over the island and hopefully find more seeds. If you need some extra directions, a word with the orc. Alright. 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 Got it. Thank you. Kind of wish they'd let me get all the seeds at once, rather than having to wait. Wow. And, like, I would go try to get my shelf right now, but, like, I actually sequence broke one of the quests earlier, and, like, there's supposed to be, like, a ghost that shows up and, like, haunts you when you, like, steal his seeds. But because I sequence broke it, like, the ghost never showed up, and then I got the seeds, and then later had to go back and, like, finish that quest by talking to the ghost. It was really awkward and weird, and just like, okay, fine, I won't sequence break anymore. Jeez. Alright. Alright, thank you. It reminds me I also have to make a bunch more swords, too, for everybody. At some point. Ah. The funniest character that I ever heard of, Pingu, if you're still around, there was a guy who was playing a half-orc cleric, and his intelligence, I think, was 6, which is, like, basically just enough to be able to vocalize, but not really, like, understand language very well. And so he had a tattoo of his god's face on his chest, and what he would do is walk into town and rip open his shirt and point to his chest and say, "Me look for him! Me looking for him!" to find his places of worship and stuff like that. Which I thought was a very interesting way to handle that level of intelligence. Yeah. So. That's what I imagine, walking into a town that doesn't have a temple to his god or whatever. What his reaction might be. I don't know. Half-orc, you know. A little hot-tempered and stuff. It's very good. Wow. Alright. Yellow flowers. Let's go. Excuse me. What are these, like, blue things anyway? Are these mushrooms? Yeah, glow drops. Okay. Turn back now. You must. There are sure a lot of Bodkin archers in this area. Wow. Knock 'em off. Yeah. Do. There was a one shot too that I don't think you can find anywhere. That was really really good because two of the people that were playing it. So Lisa Penrose was playing one of the characters, and Jim Davis from what's he from? He's from the D&D. So Lisa Penrose is from the D&D guild. She does like the write stuff and releases stuff on there all the time. And I haven't purchased any myself, but from the snippets I've read, they're quite good modules and stuff. I just haven't had a reason to use any of them lately on account of my campaign falling apart, as they do. Did I beat them all? There's one left still. Why did my sound go out? Hold on. So when I was playing Bard, I totally lost my audio. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Looks like you guys are hopefully still getting audio now. Yeah, you're getting the Elgato at least. And you're hearing me still. But I have lost my... Hold on. Let me see if I can... Yeah, I don't hear anything though. Not that it's super important that I hear stuff, especially in game. But I like the Dragon Quest music, so I would like to fix this. So let me try to have it all the way down. Did I finally kill this headset? Is that what just happened here? Give me a second here. I played Bard back in 3rd edition primarily, and it was fine, but it's a little different now. Again, the way I like to play my bards is I treat it more like a master of nothing, and be able to like kind of dabble in all the skills and stuff you want to. I mean, that's also accurate. Thank you. That's 100% accurate. I should learn how to play the lute just for that very reason now. Let me just try something. Let me like... I have... This is from 3 days ago, but I'm just going to replay this really quick here. Okay, I heard that. So I think it's definitely... Oh, then it's probably in here. So I probably got to fix it here. Okay, hold on. I think I know what I need to do. I think I know what I need to do. Every once in a while, like, the monitoring and outputting stuff gets jacked up in Streamlabs. I don't understand why. Did I fix it? No. Just mute the output for a second. You probably lost the game audio there for a second, maybe. If everything worked the way I expected it to. Alright, change it back to that. And hello? No. That's the right audio device. Oh my god. Alright, well. I can't hear in game, but I can hear everything else. So, I guess that's fine for the moment. In danger I am, help me you must. I already just killed everybody, didn't I? I thought did I miss one? Oh, I did miss one. Guy, I need to learn how to play All-Star. Oh my god, yes, that'd be great. So yeah, my tip would be make sure you actually use your Bard buffs, because in 5th edition the Bard buffs are way better. And then the way that they really flattened everything out now in 5th edition is like if you want to dabble in like a specific type, I believe, and I don't remember this all off the top of my head right now because I haven't played a Bard in 5th edition yet. So I haven't, and none of my players were Bards in my last campaign, so I haven't had to deal with it too closely. But I know that there's typically like an archetype now that ties into each of the other kind of disciplines. So if you like arcane spellcasting more, or if you like divine spellcasting, or having more access to skills and stuff, there's kind of a bard class or subclass for each of those now, right? And that's kind of the case for everybody. There's like a fighter that can cast spells. There's a fighter that... I don't know if there's a fighter that can do divine stuff, because that's basically just a paladin. So I don't know if that's true. for that particular one. But each of them kind of has like that freedom. And so for the bard, this was like a big tree at some point too. This is really interesting. There's all this softwood here and like all this bark. Like, what was this at one point? Sorry. Is 4th edition basically for small groups and solo play campaigns. So I've only played like 1 or 2 campaigns of 4th edition, and the general consensus, if you talk to people or read things, is 4th edition was the rule set when Wizards of the Coast thought they were going to make a Dungeons and Dragons MMORPG that used the 4th edition rule set. 1 second. Thank you, humans. Defeat the Bodkin Boyars. You did. Save me. You did. Their pallid purple faces. Did you see? Sick. The Bodkin Boyars are completely entrapped by the children of Hargon. Try to steal the seeds of the covenant they did. Luckily, you arrived in time. It was. Speaking of which, that brings us to this island, humans. I'm looking for the seeds. Wait, what? Okay, we'll go pee. And I'll worry about these daffodil seeds, and then when you let me know when you come back, I'll tell you the rest of the 4th edition thoughts. Tons of more flower seeds. Little green guy and get back to the farm. Alright, back to the farm! This island is weird, though. There's a lot of big trees on it. Worst case scenario, if I need more tree parts, I know where I'm coming, I guess. Why are you... Oh. No, I want to warp to the farm. I want to look at the progress. Jeez. Hello, kitty cat. How are you? God, this lack of audio thing is really driving me nuts, though. I wish I could get it working. Normally swapping the mixer to, like, be on and off. Like... Let me just try that. And I have this set right? Yeah. And then that. Oh, there we go. That fixed it. I just had to do it like 4 times apparently, and the 4th time it worked. I won't give up, no matter what. We'll see this thing through together. On new D tree, you can build it ourselves. Yes. Wait, I'm not... why are you always in the way when I'm trying to talk to the worm? Gotta find some yellow flower seeds, haven't you? Look so lovely. I can't wait to see them in full bloom. If only old Pastor Al could have been here to see them. But that's more the reason to finish this Dia tree. It's what he would have wanted. Speaking of Pastor Al, I've been thinking more about what he said about what we could do with the power of the Dia tree. I get the feeling we're planting these flowers won't be quite enough to get back to full strength. We have to do something else too. He said we needed to imbue it with the purified power of everything that blooms and bears fruit, and I'm not exactly sure how we go about doing that. But I'll find out as soon as I do. You'll be the first to know. Yeah, I need to probably have more crops. Place the final block. Alright, yeah, I'll go do that. So how did the... Is there like a tier below me then? Or are they like encapsulated? Oh no, they... Okay. Alright, that's... Alright, whatever. Whatever! Alright. Thank you for peeing. High five. Alright, so now... that's not what I wanted to do! Alright, talk to the boy. So basically, like, when you look at the history of, like, Dungeons & Dragons, like, when it first came out, and it was, like, the spin-off of Chainmail and all that kind of stuff, like, PCs and NPCs were kind of treated the same. And if you look at the, like, over the lineage of the game as a whole, like, PCs have been powered up immensely. And it kind of makes sense, right? It's a story about the player characters, so they don't have to be completely balanced against, like, non-player characters and stuff. And it's why, if you ever run into a character that has character levels in your campaign, be terrified, because it's going to be a lot stronger than anything that you're intended to fight against on a regular, like, basis. So 4th edition They really wanted to amp up that feeling of like you are like the epic heroes going through the land and destroying things. And again, that's kind of again in the theme to make the players more and more powerful. So like everything that was basically done to make 4th edition what it is was done to make player characters stronger. So you could encounter like one monster, and then he would have like 6 minions, and every minion character in the game has 1 hit. So if you hit it once, it dies. You know. And the idea was to get that kind of epic feeling again, where you're like Legolas slaying an entire battlefield of orcs, basically, right? So, I don't know. It's fine for what it is, but it is not the best when it comes to like really role playing. In my book, it's more focused on the combat and the combat systems, and making it so you have like standard MMO archetypes. Like there's like a tank and a DPS and like a healer, basically, right? As opposed to like, you have to figure that stuff out as you go, just like in real life, you know. So, oh, I've placed the block artwood and finished the blueprint, have we? That's blooming brilliant. Now all we need to do is plant those daffodilly seeds and charge the plant up. Doesn't bother me anyone else that the children of Hargon haven't tried to stop us. They must have worked out what we're doing by now. It's what they always do. First story is about time long ago, before it began to tell the lies. Yeah, okay, can I just please destroy everything all over again just to leave despair? That's actually pretty clever. They're an awful bunch, and they have to be stopped. Okay, can we... Can I put the flower seeds down, please? I think it'd be nice to plant them around... Yes, okay. Alright, I will. Dang it. Whoa! Dehydration complete. You want me to talk to you now? Okay. Yes, there are definitely campaigns for solo players and DM small groups. So that box that I was talking to you about, just hold on a second, Pinky, I'll be right back. Just hang on a second. Ah, cat. Okay, cat, you leave. Whatever. I don't want to pet you anyway. Jeez. Get myself some more shorties. Ugh. So, I know I talked to you about this before, pretty sure. But this is the Essentials kit for 5th edition. And what's nice about this particular... And there's lots of swaggy in it. There's like a dice set and stuff. But this adventure, this one right here, it comes with it, the Dragon of Ice Spire Peak, actually has in it all the instructions you need to run with one player, one person. So like a DM and just one other player. And then, is it in here or is it additional stuff? Let me check 1 second. It might be deeper in here. Oh, here's your Essentials Kit rulebook. So this is going to be most of your stuff from like if you go to D&D today, no, it's not. I'm explaining, okay? So like this is a campaign, and yes, it's like 1-1 against whatever. But what you do, and that's what I was going to explain here, is that there's separate characters that you have in here, and I don't know if it's in this book. Hold on. It comes with like a ton of like tokeny stuff too, so you can keep track of things or whatever. It's a very good kit. Like the starter set was supposed to be pretty good. I don't actually own that one, but this one's supposed to be like way better. Like from everything I've read. Character sheets. That's the DM screen, I'm pretty sure. Comes with a map of the area. Yeah, I think these are them. So these are the... Basically, like, your character... Like, if you're playing 1 versus 1, there's a bunch of, like, optional characters that the DM basically can insert to have them be helped, essentially, is the idea. But yes, this is designed to be played with 1 player and 1 DM, basically. So, like, the minimum amount of players you would need. And there are other campaigns that are set up that way, and you can always kind of do that if you want to. Or you can have 1 player character controlling 2 characters or whatever, right? So there's lots of different ways to, like, handle those kind of scenarios if you want to. But, like, again, out of the box, this is already designed with only 2 players in mind, a DM and a player character, so... Oh, blimey, fine. And honestly, like, if you have more than 4 PCs, it is hard to control a game. It takes so long for you to get around in combat and stuff like that. And especially, like, I have 1 character, or 1 player who, like, it would get to his turn, and he would be, like, looking through all of his spellbook again. And it's like, man, like, you couldn't have thought about the spell you're going to cast while everyone else's turns happen. And I understand things can change between, like, when the character before you goes and you go, or whatever, right? There might be some adjustments you need to make to your plan. But you should be thinking about what your plan is. And every time it would come up to him in combat, it'd be like, well, I guess I could do this turn, or I could do this, or... Man, I don't know, like... it's just like, dude, like, come on, like... Combat has already taken forever, and, like, now you're taking 10 more minutes to make your decision, you know? It's like, oh... I'm not a huge fan of flowers, to be honest. They seem kind of weak. They smell okay, though. Apparently, Fearfield used to be carpet with meadows that were completely full of flowers. Imagine how lovely that must have smelled then. Once the deity is back in action and light and life return to the island, we can plant our own fields of flowers. Oh no, here we go. So, the character that I'm referring to is a warlock. And warlock spellcasting is a little more different. Basically, he gets so many spells per day, but then he gets, like, all of the spells he has access to that he can draw from for those, like, 3 spells or whatever, right? And then he can also, like, do a melee attack, or he can do, or melee attack, or he can do, Eldritch Blast every turn. Which, like, 90% of the time, he would just decide to do Eldritch Blast, because it's so freaking good as a freaking warlock. But yeah, every time he'd be, like, deciding, and it would just take forever. It's the worst. Once again, the flowers you've planted have imbued the Deity with power. It seems that they have developed the strength to drive away the ill wind somewhat. Oh, the breeze is coming off this tree is totally, like, firm but gentle. I feel so blessed right now. I can hardly believe it. We're really building a whole new tree from scratch. It's blood brilliant. Yippee! And all you have to do is build the very top of the tree, and the tree will be complete. If we're going to finish the tree, you need to draw the next blueprint. Alright, let me think about it. What should the top of the tree be like? Alright. Biggest and best blueprint I can. It's like a giant penis. Right. Yeah, but they're very limited in the amount of spells they can cast per day. That's what balances it out, basically. I need an earth. 1 earth. And the rest of the heartwoods. Third time's really the charm. What a terrific design. Looks fantastic. What's more, we finished this. The Deity will be finished too. We should still have plenty of materials in the chest. Okay. Build it. Well, best of luck, my boy, for the rest of us. Okay, can we just... My God! It's like they're the same cutscene each time. Let's just go. New recipe. Okay. Water of life. A dewy drop derived from the leaf of life and a variety of vegetables. What do you want? Right. Yeah, that's true. But warlocks themselves are really neat, because especially from like a role-playing perspective. In the campaign that I was doing, where things fell apart, and you can kind of let your player characters decide like what they want their source of. Basically, so what happens, Pingu, is you make a contract. You say you reach out to the universe, and you're like, I will give my powers to the universe to grant me power or whatever, basically, and something answers you and grants you power, but you don't necessarily know what you just made a pact with, right? And so, shit. Yeah, let's go find that last seed. Okay. So Leah for life. Whereas I'm sure we'll find it soon enough. In the meantime, we should focus on the blueprint. While we're doing that, what about the Malroth and flower, the seeds we need? West of the bog, okay. Ultra gas is the best way for blue. Yeah. Right, basically Cthulhu can be one of the things that answers your requests, right? So in my campaign, we were doing the Tyranny of the Dragons campaign. Wow. Well, I had modified some stuff, obviously, because, like, it's kind of an older campaign, and there's some issues with the way it handles and some other stuff. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He had been granted power by one of the devils that was basically like Tiamat's like servant, basically. So, like, he was getting information constantly from, how many of these can I build? I can build 5 of them? I can build 6 of them? That's, like, way better than the Bramble Sword, right? Oh, no. That's actually, like, generally better. So, like, I guess I'm gonna make Bramble Swords, then? For, like, the NPCs? Sorry, anyway. So he had to, he was getting requests all the time from his patriarch to steal the dragon masks and help. Wow, that's not what I wanted to do. Basically bring about, like, the revival of Tiamat. But then, like, every time he would succeed in actually doing what he was asked to do, his patron would get mad at him for it, too. Because secretly the patron didn't really want Tiamat to get out of, like, the Nine Hells. Because, like, they thought they could kind of steal influence from them, sort of thing, is how I was playing it. So the poor PC was getting really confused when they were getting contradicting, like, hey, man, like, you should do this. Why did you do that? Like, you're actually, like, succeeding in what I told you to do. That's not what I really want. But also do this now, because that's what my lord is demanding of me, and, like, really confusing the PC. It was a great time. And then one of the characters had made a pact with a devil at one point. They were searching the town all over the place, up and down, trying to find a bag of holding. And I rolled a bunch of random numbers on a table, right? And the numbers basically said that they didn't find a bag of holding, they found a bag of devouring that the merchant was trying to sell them as a bag of holding, which I just thought was the greatest thing ever when that happened. And then of course, one of the PCs, like, nearly got killed by the bag, which was so good. Made me very happy. Oh, my fence got broke back here, too. Um, but anyway, so after the pig tried to eat the character, they went off and successfully found a vendor who had a bag of holding. But then when I did more rolling of random dice, this person turned out to be a devil who would only sell them the item that they wanted so desperately for a pact, basically, right? And basically the character, the devil was like, hey man, like there's like these dragon masks involved in the rite of resummoning Tiamat into the world, and we want to keep Tiamat in hell because Tiamat's too much competition for us, basically. So if you ever touched a dragon mask, you have to bring it to me, and I will keep it from Tiamat, basically. And the PC was like, well, that makes a lot of sense. Like, why? It's like a win-win for me. If I accidentally ever touch like a mask and I get compelled to follow through with this contract, it's a magical contract. So basically the character loses their will while they're fulfilling the contract. What was I saying? Like, the mask still doesn't end up in the Cult of the Dragon's hands, and so that's like a win-win for us. Like, and I get a bag of holding out of it. Like, what's there to lose? And I am literally sitting at the end of the table like this. Yeah. What is there to lose? What possibly could happen if you made a pact with the devil? So this character, this person who's playing this, was very much into the like helping people mindset. They're very, very like good aligned. Seeing somebody injured or those sorts of things. And so in the next session that we were going to have, that we ended up never getting to have actually happen, that character was going to find a wounded person that they were definitely going to help. And that person was going to have one of the masks. I'm not going to get into the plot reasons why they would have one of the masks, but there was stuff aligned for that. And they were going to entrust this person with the mask by shoving it into their chest. Forcefully making them touch it. And that was how we were going to take the campaign to the Nine Hells for a while. Because like a random dice roll was like, yeah, Devil wants to make a deal with you. And the PC was like, yeah, that sounds great. Because, of course, what was going to happen is the character was going to show up at the shop to return the mask to the devil, like per the contract, right? And he's not going to be there anymore. He's going to be in hell. So she's going to have to go through the portal in his shop back to hell to give him the mask. And, of course, all the rest of the PCs are going to chase after it. So when this all was happening, I pulled the PC, the person that was playing this character, aside, and I'm like, look, you're going to lose control of your character for an extended period of time here. I need you to roll a new character to play in the interim whilst your other character is indisposed. And they're like, what do you mean? And I explained like what the plan was, basically. Like, all right, you got to keep this to yourself, of course, right? But this is basically what's going to happen. Your character's, you're going to lose control of your character for an extended period of time for this reason. And you're going to have to go save your character, essentially, because you're going to be trapped in hell because you made a pact with the devil. Like, yes, true. The mask did not make it to the Cult of the Dragon. But do you think that the devil's having the mask is really going to be that beneficial for you in the long run either? Like, so yeah, it was. I was so happy with that random like occurrence when it happened. And then of course, like, because I'm a fucking cheesy DM and everything, right? The shop, they walk in and the devil shopkeeper has like a golden fiddle sitting on his shelf, because of course. This devil wasn't trying to hide very hard his true intentions. Alright, so let's go get some clean water. But yeah, I love D&D. It's so good. And all the possibilities and all stuff you can do. You have creative people playing, and it's generally a good time. Alright, so under this bog, there's supposedly clean water somewhere. Oh, brambles. I thought I had more NPCs that I could equip with the better sword, but couldn't actually find them, so it's fine. I don't know if the poison blade's even is better or worse than what I was using before, but there's a message written in faded letters. Dive at your own risk and perhaps your own reward. What a weird thing to write on a signpost. Maybe it's got something to do with the clean water. Most nice strange place to put a signpost if you ask me. I can go underwater? What? Oh, this water over here looks way cleaner. Can I like scoop underwater? Really? Oh man, did I just unequip my sword? Dang it. Oh, I guess that wasn't actually clean water. Oh, gross muddy water. Where are we? We're in the spring! The average joke on Georgia. Oh man, I don't remember what I named the shop, but at this time. It's in my notes probably somewhere still. The other character the other NPC that I had that I really was really proud of was they were looking for rings of protection, and they knew they were going to be. Ah, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. Jesus. Okay. I have normal water now instead of muddy water. So, what was I saying? Shoot. Oh yeah, the other NPC that I made that I was really proud of. So they knew at one point. I know culprit DM's online. They knew they were going to be fighting like an ice dragon at one point. Because again, you fight a lot of dragons in the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, and so they were all trying to get like ice resistance stuff and things. And so they were shopping in Waterdeep. And again, I did a bunch of random dice rolls to see what they would get. And they found a shop. And it was right. This was all right around the time that the excuse me. This was right around the time when the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica had released. And so I had that, and I kind of wanted to use some of the Ravnica stuff and everything, right? And so on a whim, I just made the shopkeeper Loxodon, right? And they get in there, and they ask for this ring. And of course, I'm thinking to myself, like, this Loxodon running in jewelry in Waterdeep, and he's going to have these very tiny rings for, like, humans and elves and all the other kind of stuff that he has to try to handle using his Loxodon hands to basically make it happen, right? And so, like, the guy opens the drawer to look for his magic rings. He's like, I think I have one of these rings around here, or something like that, right? And he pulls out the drawer, and he's like trying to dig through the thing, but his fingers are too fat and too thick or whatever to actually like adjust the rings very well and stuff. And so he's like dropping rings on the floor, and he's like knocking stuff over all the time because he's a big clumsy elephant dude, basically running a jewelry shop, right? And one of the NPCs was like, can I like offer to help him like look for the ring and like organize his stuff better or whatever and things? And I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and see what happens there. And of course, like the Loxodon is so happy that they helped him that he gives them a discount and stuff like that, right? It was a really funny character of like the whole like rhinoceros in a china shop kind of thing. Here's a Loxodon running a fucking jewelry store trying to manipulate really tiny rings, you know. It was a good character. And like every time, and that was the best part about that character, was every time they went back to Waterdeep to like resupply between missions, they would go visit him to see if he got any new stuff in that they might be able to use. And I just like, he's just a character that I made up on the fly that just, you know, it's the importance from like if you're doing the DM, like keeping it good notes on your character names and motivations and that kind of stuff, right? You know, clumsy elephant running a jewelry store. And again, I don't remember his name off the top of my head right now. He definitely had a name. I think it was an Arabian name. I was using the Xander's Guide for everything to pull some of those names out. So, yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, and I just loved it. Like, I just can't. These blasted rings, oh, they're so tiny. It just. My mother always said that I should become a butcher, but I had a passion for jewelry, you know. Oh. No. Do we have to build our own? This one we might have to build like a tower high. Oh no, we can make it from here. Cool. Cool. was gonna say we might have to build a tower high enough to like climb up here or something. But I was able to make it. Hi. May the pink flowers of the covenant bring life. Far horizon. Okay, but where are they? But where are the pink flowers? Hi, Cookie. Meow. Make a Minotaur run a China shops. That's great, Pickett. Answer, give him Mage Hand. That way he wouldn't ruin the joke. That's true. He could use Mage Hand. I mean, I think it's important to just kind of even think about like what are the troubles that your normal characters are going to have, right? And kind of embody those too, right? Not everything has to be like this giant world-ending scenario. Poor jewelry shop owner who can't like easily move his goods about. There's some like depth to that, you know? Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. So Frank. Frankie from One Piece is so good. Although, I gotta say, shoot, what's his name? Frankie is a good character, but my favorite character has got to be the skeleton, the bard. I'm drawing a blank what his name is right now. They're calling him back up. Yeah, Brooke. Brooke is so good. And Brooke's like whole story is also very, very good. Well, I ate this devil fruit, but it doesn't seem to have done anything. Stories that deal with like immortality in interesting ways are really good too. Like I think there's a Destiny 2 storyline about the guy who runs the Gambit stuff. That's really quite interesting. Like if you were an invincible person, or if you were immortal and you just revive every time you died, like things like starvation, like no longer become a major concern, right? Like yeah, sure it hurts and there's pain and stuff while you starve, but what does that really mean in the end of the day? And Destiny, like, it's not a great game in a lot of ways, and like definitely when it comes to like, hey, fertilizer, when it comes to like a lot of that kind of stuff. I took a vow. I never go back on my word. Hey, buddy. Hold on, you're Goomans, aren't you? What are you doing here? You're a builder? You're going around Furrowfield looking for flower seeds to rebuild the Dia tree. Gooey! A Gooman oozed to live on the island. And, you know, she came here to protect some flower seeds from the ill wind. But she died a long time ago. Your poor Goomans don't last very long compared to us monsters. Love how his training arcs start with him leaning at a 44-degree... I do not remember that. I think I finished everybody's training arcs for when... you're talking about when the time skip happens, right? Or does he have a training arc later that I haven't seen yet? But she died a long, long time ago. Yep, we did that already. Okay, before she died, she asked me to wait here until the day that a human came to collect the seeds, a builder like you. Apparently, the people on the mainland think builders bring desolation and despair. I don't care. Come on. Are hidden behind the waterfall. Okay. Behind the waterfall. Kitty cat, I like you, but I'm also playing this right now. Like, I'll pet you if you come sit on my lap, okay? Yeah. Yeah, I like you. Yeah, I don't remember that then. I'll have to go rewatch it, I guess. I know he becomes like a celebrity during the time skip. I thought that was most of his training. But yeah, Brooke is just a really incredibly silly character. And also, like, pretty powerful, all things considered. Like, they don't... I like how they, like, ease into his strength, too, where it's like... Sure, he's not Renoa Zoro with his sword skills, but he's able to handle himself pretty well. Where are the pink seeds? Are there? Okay, so we got the water, and we got this, so we should be good now. I'm so done with this island. Like, Jesus. Yeah, I like you. You're a good kid. I'm gonna scratch your head. I'm gonna scratch your temples. So I got about a half an hour, 45 minutes or so until I gotta skedaddle. Hey, buddy. He's in a cage. He just needs to become stronger. He starts leaning to a 45-degree angle. Huh. Yes, I like you. Nothing that's silent at all. People ain't no luxuries, that's for sure, but they lived humble, peaceful lives. But after the DHU was built, humans changed. I think I heard this story. I guess she wanted out. Everybody started fighting about the best farmland and what they should grow, and the peace and quiet was replaced by fear and loathing. That's why the children of Hargon destroyed the DHU and issued their proclamation. The builders who made the DHU as being of evil, who brought desolation and despair to the island. That's a pretty stupid way of looking at it. When the DHU died, nobody forced them to lose hope. It was their choice to give up. And that's true. Rosie, Perry, and even the bearded wonder here, you all picked yourselves up and even learned to love building. Bad things are going to happen in life, and that's the way it is, but you got to react to them as matters, right? Yeah, Usopp is definitely improved quite a bit after the time skip. I think I like the island he's stranded on the best, too. Okay, so... we gotta do the water thing. Alright. I was in the Fishman Island arc, I believe, is where I last finished watching. Yeah, I was enjoying it quite a bit. It's just hard to find time these days to really watch much anime. Okay. Well, that is good to know. I always make the joke that it takes until you get to the prison arc for the show to really pick up and become like what it really is. And I still think that's an accurate sentiment. Because like even in Japanese, like there's a lot of fucking goofy shit that happens in that fucking anime. until fucking Ace. Is it Ace? Yeah, Ace bites it. I'm starving again. Wow, food. Alright, so let's take out some food. Yeah, Water 7 is pretty good. Yeah, Impale Down is quite... yeah, that arc is very good. I'm not saying it's not good. My point is that, like, the really serious tone and, like, the stakes don't really get... Yeah, Imperial Down is the name of the... Yeah. The stakes don't really reach, like, a decent level until that arc, though, I think, in my mind. Like, yes, Water 7 is good. Oh, you put the water in, like, the... Oh. Water 7 is good. But I think that the stakes don't get really to the level of, like, stuff until that happens, though. I don't know. I could be wrong. Or you could have a different opinion on it than I do. It's not that this anime... like, it's not bad. Like, I'm not trying to say that at all, right? It's just, it really shows what it's all about, I guess, if that makes more sense, right? That it's not some kiddie anime about a rubber boy, basically, right? There's a lot of depth and character to these characters, right? Alright, let's put down the blocks. Let's end this shiz. Hey. Thanks. Yep, it's got water. So here, I may accompany the island. I'm really happy. Don't hesitate to say yes, my boy. Okay, now he wants to come with me too? I thought he wanted to be the mayor. Oh no. Wow. No, no, no! Ah, dang it. Gosh darn controls. Alright, level 3 is complete. We're making progress! Oh, thank goodness. High five, mother. Alright. Well, I gotta talk to you. Good! Now that those blocks of earth were in place, the blueprints are finished. I can hardly believe it. It wasn't too long ago, fixating and destroying everything I could. And now I've helped create something wondrous. It's been a long journey for all of us, but here's the end in sight. The old day tree is so nearly complete. Woof, woof. Woof, woof. Geez, one last thing. Yeah, okay, I got it. Man. The flowers are planted. The flowers are planted. Hi. Thank you, Sir Guile. Thank you, Corville Bloom and Smell Gertwoosh. It's the third and final type of flower planted. Does that mean that our new tree is finished? Yes, I think we've finally done it. How long have I dreamed for this day? Haha, I'm happy for you, Rosie. I thought we had thrown in the towel ages ago. Yeah, I mean, that is absolutely true, Pingu. The boat stuff is very good. But I just think that, like, Luffy finally getting to the gear upgrades, basically, and stuff, and those fights and stuff like that, in the fucking prison, and, oh, the Ain's Lobby, is that where they have that big fight? Because like when Luffy goes second gear for the first time, that's when it's like really a good Shogun anime. Just as a Shogun anime, you know what I mean? And again, I'm not trying to say it wasn't good before that, but it's like it's like comparing Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z at that point, basically, right? In my mind, at least. I don't know. I built a tree! Yippee, we did it! The Dia tree is complete! Yes, it's blown away all the ill wind. Life is stirring all around us. It's amazing to think we built something so huge out of nothing. Really something. Well, I ain't yet done yet. Someone tells me the old girl's got even more power hidden away somewhere. It's not time to use the water of life and make the Dia tree stronger still? Yeah, so we can sprinkle the water of life on the Dia tree. Its true power be unleashed. Right, we're gonna get the leaf of life that Sargao needs to make it. Okay. Here he comes. It's battle time! I can't ride the water down, really? Okay. The enemy's closing in. Alright. So who doesn't have a sword? No, you already have one. Okay. Yahoo! Want everybody to have the upgraded swords, please. That would like to wield a sword. What about you? You got a sword? Ah, you got a bad one. Here you go. What about you? You gonna help? Alright, is that everybody? Brittany, you got a weapon? Alright. Let's go for it. When to choke me harder, Daddy. Yeah, okay. And yeah, I think the boat stuff is super good. And all the stuff with Usopp versus Luffy is also super good too. Like when they have that big fight. Oh. Especially when you know how badly Usopp's gonna get his butt kicked. Oof. Let the battle commence! To the field! Ow. Wait, spellcasters. Let's go after some of the spellcasters. Right, I fell asleep. For Pastor Al! Yeah, it was. And normally, I hate when an anime brings back like previous villains and stuff like that constantly as like new threats or those sorts of things. But the way that One Piece handles it is something that I actually kind of like, because it's done in a much more like world building aspect of things rather than like if Luffy defeats a character and they show up a couple seasons later, it's not because that character is going to be a villain again so much as it's going to be like you're going to understand more about that character and why they did the things they did and that situation more, which I think is really refreshing. And even, like, he doesn't become allies with everybody that shows up later. Sometimes they're still, like, working against him in some capacity or something, right? But, like, I was joking about this the other day with, like, Inuyasha. Like, Naraku is, like, a pretty compelling villain the first time, like, you start learning about Naraku and those sorts of things. And then Naraku just doesn't go away. Like, they just keep showing up again and again and again. It's like, man, like, you were kind of compelling to begin with, but, like, we beat you a bunch of times. Or, like, why are you still, like, the main threat? Like, give me something new. And One Piece is able to handle those characters coming back in a way that doesn't feel disruptive to like the plot moving forward in most cases, if that makes sense, right? Like when Crocodile shows up later and stuff. Oh, it's very good. Yeah, I agree with you. Alright. Are they going to destroy my tree again? I bet they're going to destroy my tree again. I'm going to have to do all this again. Oh. Alright, well that's a different indicator. Let's go make some healing items quick. If I have the stuff to do it. I do not. Okay. Let's go grab some food then. Do 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 do. We did a win. All that's underlings dealt with, the big boss is finally about to show himself. If we can defeat him, the leaf of life will be ours, and the children of Hargon will know their days on this island are numbered. Our homes, perhaps even the Dia Tree, may be damaged in the fight, but so be it. They can be rebuilt. We must focus our entire energies on laying the pestilent primate low. Well said, Beardy. So, you ready for the bash the brainy baboon to bits? As ready as we're gonna be. I'm not gonna let him get away with what he did to Pastoral. So let's clobber this massive moron and bring back Furrowfield. Boss fight? I thought I rooted out that filthy weed. Now I find you've rebuilt it larger and more loathsome than ever. Finally, something that really worth destroying. I'll make you taste such delicious despair that you will never dare build again. Okay. It's done monologuing. I'd rather skip ahead to the part where just yes. Okay, let's go. He's officially canceled. I love it. That was a good line. Maybe bigger than us combined, but we shall not lose heart. We shall not lose hope. Haha, well said, you guys. Alright, everyone, let's show the overgrown mate what we're made of. Let's go! I'm done! Brave Baboon is trying to destroy the farm. Well, I fell in my own hole. No! My wall! Oh, and my frickin' bridge! No good. If he keeps slamming into the Dia Tree like that, he's going to smash the whole thing in no time. Can't just build a wall. He will plow straight through it. I'm going to try to chase after him, I guess, for now. Maybe I can't go any farther. Oh, he's back up there now? What? Well, I can fly. What am I doing? Oh, I think I know what I need to do. I could dig a hole, but if I get the banana peel in front of him... Wow, hold on. Dang it, I mean to eat that salad. There it is. Throw that one there. Can't believe the guy destroyed my wall so quickly. Ugh. Ow. Wah! Okay. Go for the stab. I'm not a fighter, I'm just a lover. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna try to spread them out kind of equally. He's fooming. He's athletic with Pioneer, right? Okay. Wah! 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 Faking me out? Come on. None of my NPCs are here to help me. Oh, thank goodness. The leaf of life. Victory! Yatta! Aha, we did it! We beat that brainy baboon! By the way, what's that shiny thing you picked up back there? Babbling bad mandrills, you two. How can you chatter so cheerily when our home is such a state of disrepair? Come on, people of Furrowfield, let's fix this damage right away! Base restored to its former glory. That's actually a really neat touch. Big fan of that. Said, yeah, leave life. Now that you found it, we can make the water of life. And take these. It's like, in case you didn't have the stuff you needed. God, this game is very hand-holdy. Do-do-do. Alright, let's make the useful life. Oh. We made it. Okay, now what? What's up? Yeah. Yippee, you did it! You made the water of life. Nice work. So that drop water contains all the energies of Furrowfield's 5 crops, imbued with the power of the leaf of life. Cabbages, wheat, sugar cane, tomatoes, pumpkins. All that shiny little sphere. That's right, all 5 of the crops that Pastor Al asked us to do. With that flowers the covenant and the crops the Furrowfield, we can finally finish the Dew Tree. Alright. All we need to do now is pour the water life on top. I've marked out the location where you need to do the honors. Okay, I'll go do it now. Let's go put the power back into nature. 'Cause only nature can do it. Do 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 do. Oh. Oh. The life and life have returned to Furrowfield. Do 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 do. Wow, we did it. Brave young builder. By thy hand, I've been born anew to watch over Furrowfield once more. The blessed breeze that flows from my branches shall drive away the ill wind, and spread light and life throughout the land. Thou hast my thanks, Sargato, for all thou hast done. Yippee! Look, Sargato, look, Furrowfield is overflowing with life. It's beautiful! Oh. That night, the people of Furrowfield hold a humble banquet beneath the burrows of the fully grown Dew Tree. As their thoughts turn to the struggle of their ancestors, they gaze upon the Dew Tree with tears of joy rolling down their cheeks. But their tears are soon dried by the soft and gentle breeze that blows from the burrows above. Then morning comes. Time to get on that boat. Time to get on that boat. Tee-hee-hee, wow, you must be tired after all the partying you did last night. Still, after all your hard work, the building of the Dew Tree, I think you've earned a break. All of us worked our living fingers to the bone to build her, but couldn't have done it without you. And still, I think it's total wild that a dopey-looking guy like you could do some crazy serious work. Furrowfield is back to its old self again. My dreams have really come true. I think I'm finally starting to understand these dreams you keep mentioning. There's something you set your sights on and never give up no matter what. Wah! You've hit a nail on the head, Marath, my boy. My dream is to become the mayor of this fine village, and let me tell you, I shall never give up on that. Wasn't he trying to, get aboard my ship, 10 minutes ago? Thank you for everything you've done for us. I'm so happy to have met you, and to have learned how brilliant building can be. I'm gonna go hit the bell. Hold on. Give me all the hearts. Never give up no matter what, huh? Doesn't sound like how dreams go to me. I mean, sometimes failure shows you a different path, but you should never give up walking down the path that's laid before you. The whole reason you and Malroth came to this place is to find people to take back to your island, and to help it turn into a plant lover's paradise, right? Aha, you're right. I completely forgot about it. Lulu would kill us if we went back empty-handed. It seems like there are quite a few people in Furrowfield Farm who are hoping to go with you. If I were you, I would speak with everyone and find out who wants to take the trip to the Island Awakening. Alright, let's talk to everybody. I don't want to say it. Fine. I don't really care. Just come with me or not. Alright, let's take the Wiggler with us. Is that everyone? Oh, Brittany! Please, Brittany. Yay, Brittany! Yeah. Pastor Al taught you a joke. Said our goodbyes to everybody. Get ready. We still have to wait for our Brownbeard to get back. That guy really is hopeless. He says he'll be our personal ferryman, but sails away as soon as we arrive. Where did he even go? Master Sagado! What's up? There's a boat at the docks with a strange fellow in a turban at the helm. He says he came here to pick you up. Oh, that must be your famous ferryman. Let's go. Alright. Let's go. Everyone that I recruited. And this is about where I need to end anyway, so we'll try. Why do I got cat fur on my face? It's driving me nuts. So we'll run to the docks, and I'll probably save there and quit, and then go about my day. I might be back later. We'll see how I'm feeling. I don't really have any plans tonight. I don't think that I'm aware of, at least. So I'll probably be back at some point. I was hoping the Dietrich would take care of a lot of this, like, random mucky stuff, too, though. It's really interesting how this game handles water. As well. Because, like, no. Wait, I can swim? I can swim! Let me out of the water! Oh my god. Alright, hold on. No, I'm trying to switch my... There we go. Ahoy there! Ahoy! I was just about to head out to see to look for you. Who are these fellow sand scrubbers or years? Are these folk for the sheeted and the take back to the island? We are. Thank you for taking us, Captain. Yar, Sagado, me, Livy, we gotta gathered up quite a crew. We'll sure to kick the gale if we don't get you back soon. Let's all climb aboard. Woof woof aroo. Are you leaving already? Yeah, we're leaving. We've come to see you off. I know that I've already said this before, but thank you again for everything you've done for us. We can handle everything here on the island from now on, but keep building with our strength. We intend to surpass even the legendary Sagado one day. Woof, 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 arf, arf, arf. Now, Lillian, remember, you do as Sargato and Mallory tell you. Don't expect them to wait on you hand and foot. I just realized that the daughter is coming with, but the mother is not. Like, what the heck? It's funny. Oh. Alright, let's start thinking about what we're going to do here. Ooh, K-Mac is streaming. Probably K-Mac? Kokomolo is playing Fire Emblem, but I don't want to get spoiled on any of that stuff. And Jason Wong is playing Street Fighter 5, but... And so that comes to the end of Furrowfield. We finally finished the chapter! Back to the Island Awakening, where Lulu's eagerly awaits their return. Oh. I'm gonna leave in like 10 minutes. We'll get there, we'll save. Raid K-Mac. I see he used his stuff from his storage stack. Forgot on Malroth. Welcome back. I was starting to worry you might never return. Well, did you accomplish what you set off to do? Did you find all the plants and people we need to turn Lulutopia into a green and pleasant island? This ragtag rabble you've dragged along with you? They wouldn't be the new citizens, would they? Hello, you must be Lulu. My name is Rosie. We heard all about you on the boat ride over from Furrowfield, and yes, we're here to help. Blimey, X, this is the famous Island Awakening, is it? Very happy to be here. How'd you manage without us, Lulu? That scalawaggy stealing screwball didn't try anything funny, did he? We got along fine like a house on fire. That funny old fellow told me everything. There is to know about this island. Talk about famed fairy hermit, yes? Must introduce us, post haste. The meeting of our island masters can brook no delay. Maybe you should comb that beard of yours first. You look like a bush that's been dragged through another bush backwards. I'm using that one. Sargato, I just remembered something that completely slipped my knot. This is a post box. Now your mates on Furrowfield can send your letters by C-mail. Sepor can't hold a flag to that. Well, how wonderful, Safi. We'll be able to keep me informed about the comings and goings back home. I'll give you a shot whenever letters arrive. You'll have to come collect them, though. I get land sick if I stray too far from my ship. He gets land sick. Now then, take me to this mountaintop temple where Harry Hermit resides. If no one will introduce me, I shall introduce myself. Alright. So let's save. Oh. I appreciate everybody stopping out, especially for this like impromptu stream that I just did because I had some time to kill. Really appreciate it. Let's go say hi to Heckin' K-Mac, who's playing Final Fantasy IX and probably having a bad time doing so. This last couple times I was over there, she was struggling a bit. But thanks again for swapping out. Have yourself a happy Valentine's Day. Goodbye. Oh, I always forget about the 10 seconds.